Postbiotic Plus is both going to help with underactive and hyperreactive immune systems. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. So, a little bit of background. I suffered with the man cold for years and years and years. So I had an underactive immune system. I can pretty much guess how that happened between poor diet, stress, living on antibiotics for years. My grandpa was a doctor. He pumped me full of antibiotics when I was a kid. So I have a pretty good idea why I had an underactive immune system. On the other side, I had allergies. I had food allergies and environmental allergies. This would have been a hyperreactive immune system issue, right? Then you have my wife who has Hashimoto's. Years ago, her Hashimoto's was flaring up all the time. Thyroid medication is for hormone issues. It's not doing anything to help the immune system, okay? So obviously helpful for the thyroid, but that is not gonna help your hyperreactive immune issues. So my wife was constantly, hair loss, weight gain, brain fog, all of that stuff, okay? Like she was always cold, stuff like that, okay? And then we have kids we have 5 kids, and we frankly get tired of them going to school and coming back sick and staying home from school all the time because they're sick all the time. Now, yes, vitamin C, zinc, elderberry, all of that has really good research for support, like acting as defense mechanisms for the immune system. That being said, we wanted to have something that was very proactive. So I'm going to say offensive oriented for preparing the immune system to reduce the chance of getting sick in the first place, or if they did get sick, significantly reducing the number of sick days and severity, which I also needed, okay? All right, so that's the background. A person that has an underactive immune system, they are lacking immune warriors, okay? Their PDCs, their NK cells, their killer T cells, their helper T cells, their B cells are insufficient, not trained, not managed well, they're not coordinating. So the warriors that would fight bad things coming in are weak, damaged, unavailable, undisciplined, untrained, but they're not there to fight incoming invaders. You have a weak army, basically, okay? On the flip side, if a person has a hyperreactive immune system, they have regulatory T cell dysfunction, dendritic cell dysfunction, and macrophage dysfunction. When we look at an immune system dysfunction of any time, for us, it's very simple. We look for gut imbalances, leaky gut, unhealthy inflammatory responses, regulatory T cell dysfunction, dendritic cell dysfunction, and macrophage dysfunction. The research on all of those across the board is there. It's available. You can go study it. We find when we help with all of those things the correct way and in an effective way, we can help people both that have underactive immune systems and hyperreactive immune systems. What we are proposing is not boosting or activating, stimulating the immune system. It is helping restore tolerance. It is helping restore training, discipline, all of that. But it is not over-activating the immune system, which is what a lot of people want to do. It is not suppressing the immune system either. We don't want to suppress the immune system. I don't want to send my kids to school with a suppressed immune system to get sick all the time. I don't want a suppressed immune system. So let's just say that right out the gate. We're not suppressing the immune system, and we're not going to boost or stimulate it, okay? We're going to modulate the immune system. We're going to train it. We're going to discipline it. That's what we're going to do. Now, that being said, before I explain what postbiotic is, be mindful. If you have constipation and you have stomach issues, and you have those issues, you are very wise to go address bigger gut issues first before you go after postbiotic and start rebuilding the immune system. I would strongly encourage people who have constipation, stomach issues to go start there first. Then, if you also have major imbalances, like I got candida, parasites, you got horrible bloating type stuff, major food intolerances and stuff like that, you need to go do the ultimate cleanup kit first before you jump into this. And then last, if you have major hyperreactive immune system issues, and they are not great, like my wife's used to be, and you want to address it more quickly, more aggressively, you want to go get the Immune Plus protocol. You want to take cleanse with the postbiotic in higher doses. You want to follow that protocol. That out of the way, let me explain what postbiotic is. All right, so Postbiotic Plus has 3 key ingredients in it. These are 3 clinically studied ingredients used at the clinical doses, right? So you've got Amuse, Beta-Via, and Biomend L-lysine butyrate. Beta-Via and Biomend L-lysine butyrate aren't just postbiotics, they're actually prebiotics too. Amuse works primarily, if I look at it, by the way, we get this from, this one's from Oaxaca out of Japan, really cool ingredient. enormous amounts of clinical research studies on it. Very effective. You're helping restore and ready your immune warriors, not overstimulate, let's be clear again, but ready them and prepare your immune forces. So you've got your NK cells, your helper T cells, your killer T cells, and your B cells. You're readying the PDCs that some of you don't really care about, but you're preparing your immune warriors to be strong, okay? And then when you add in beta via, you're helping with macrophages and dendritic cells as well, and now you're restoring communication and training. So what we're doing with the Immuse and beta via is a prebiotic, also a gut health product, so research is also on the gut barrier. Whether you know it or not, we're always focused on the gut barrier. So people that are worried about leaky gut, beta via, Biomend, L-lysine butyrate. All right, so you're prepared with those two ingredients. You're helping with dendritic cells and macrophages. The last ingredient is Biomend L-lysine butyrate. Obviously, butyrate is extremely important to the gut barrier. It is like liquid gold to the gut barrier. One of the reasons I would say a lot of people don't know why they're taking probiotics and prebiotics, but one of the major primary reasons is to increase short-chain fatty acids. One of the key short-chain fatty acids is butyrate. You are dumping an enormous amount of butyrate into your system quickly that you would not be able to get this amount from probiotics and prebiotics, by the way. People keep saying, well, if you just ate your food and waited a minute, you'd get that butyrate. Bullshit. You're not going to get this amount of butyrate from probiotics and prebiotics fast. It's not going to happen. The reason we like the Biomend L-lysine butyrate is because the absorption scores on it are significantly higher for this than sodium butyrate and tributyrin. Not to take away from those. People always think it's either or. Sodium butyrate's has got a really good history. I'm not taking away from that. The tributyrin's amazing for the colon. But this form of butyrate is going to hit the small intestine. It's going to go systemic. It's obviously good for the barrier, but we are specifically targeting regulatory T cell function with this. Does it help with the gut barrier? Yes. Is it good for the metabolism? Yes. Is it good for the microbiome? Yes. It's butyrate. I mean, go click in any health issue and type in butyrate, and then realize we're giving you a form of butyrate that goes systemic and helps the whole system and tests off the charts for this, right? So we would argue a very innovative approach to getting your butyrate. So the three ingredients together, ridiculously effective for people that have underactive and hyperreactive immune systems. The one group of people that should not be loading up on postbiotic are people that have major imbalances in the gut. Why? Because this is helping restore your microbiome. You are going to go aggressive on rebuilding the gut. If your system is slow and it's mucky, you have severe imbalances, and you start trying to rebuild something when it's clogged up and dirty, you're going to have bloating and gas issues. Now, is that for everybody that way? No, but do you really want to take the risk? I don't want you to take the risk, because then you message us and say it didn't work, and you go say mean things about us on comments and posts randomly. So I don't want that. I just don't want that. What I want people to do is get better, to feel better. This is what I give my kids. So a lot of people are like, can your kids take it? Mine do. I wish I'd have had this when even my older three were in elementary school. Now it's just my two little ones in elementary school, but I give it to my kids every freaking day. The L-lysine, the butyrate, the beta via, the Immuse, all fine for kids. The Immuse, beta via, safety studies for kids, totally fine. And the other is butyrate. It's butyrate. So totally fine for kids, amazing product. As you can tell from this, we are going aggressive again, so the cost of the product is expensive. As always, just so everybody's clear, we have shitty margins. We just do. I'm not saying that to complain. I'm just saying the way to buy our products is always on subscriptions. Always. Buy it in subscriptions and bundles, always the way to buy. And then if you don't like it, you can climb into the account, turn it off. So this is the stick pack form of butyrate. Postbiotic Plus. I like the taste, but it smells. I don't have an issue with it. I just rip it open, pour it in my kids' stuff in the morning. I take it this way. But if you don't like that, just take the capsules. I hope this helps everybody. You're welcome. Bye.